Hello and welcome to a turning ground yoga / knits tutorial. This is the pinhole cast on when you are making a hat from the top down. So you want to start with a circle and you want the circle to be teeny weeny. You don't want a big hole in the middle. So this is how you do it. You're going to make a loop so this is the ball end. And this is the tail. So the ball end of the yarn crosses over the top of your loop. And then hold on to that loop. You don't want it to be too small, trust me. And you don't want it to be humongous, just somewhere in the middle there. Okay, so the first one's tricky, and then it gets easy after that. So you're squeezing the ball end over top of the tail end. I'm using, to start with, DPNs. Sorry, not DPNs. These are magic loop needles, but I'll do it again afterwards with DPNs to show you that it's pretty much the same both ways. So you're going to stick your needle through, make a loop, and pull it through. Just like that. I'll show you again. Stick it under and through, loop the yarn, pull it through. That's halfway done. So now you're going to hold on to, pinch that stitch, loop around the stitch one more time. Whoop. This is the fiddly bit. It gets easier, I promise. And pull that stitch through. Okay. Hard part's over. Now we just keep doing the same and it all sort of works out. So I just cinched that up a bit with my ball end. So under the loop, yarn goes over the needle, pull it under, squeeze that stitch, wrap the yarn, and over it goes. Now we have two. For the all tucked into pattern, which this tutorial is for, you need 8 stitches. So we will continue to cast on. It is fiddly, but it's not impossible. And you can see that this part here stays nice and big, and we've got this magic end here that we're going to use to pull this nice and tight when we're done. So that's 4. At this point, I will fast forward the video. We have 8 stitches on the needle, and we have this lovely little string here. Before I pull this string to close the pinhole loop, I'm going to move on to the next step, which is to knit into the front and back of each stitch. So I am going to do that by just simply turning my work over, and knitting into the front and back of each stitch, which means I'm going to have 16 stitches when I finish. Okay, fast forward time. All right, awesome. So now it's time to turn this into a circle. So we've got 16 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that's half. We're going to make that into magic loop. And then to circleify this, we just pull on the tail. See that? Beautiful. I love when it works. Okay, so there's our little circle that we cast on, and now we're ready to keep knitting in magic loop. Okay, yeah, and stay tuned. I'm going to show you how to do this cast on DPNs. Okay, we're back. I've got my DPNs here. Let's do this again. Of course, the more we do it, the better we get. So it's good to practice. I've got my tail end on the bottom, my ball end on the top. I could probably move that over a bit. And a medium-sized loop so that I got enough space to work. Remember, the first one's fiddly, so bring the needle under, loop it, bring it through, and then pinch the stitch, wrap the yarn around. Oh my goodness. Try not to say a swear word. Pinch the stitch, and out comes our first stitch. Snug it up. All right, the rest are easy. So under, wrap it, come back through, pinch the stitch, and knit. There's 2. Under, wrap it, bring it back through, pinch the stitch, and knit it. There's 3. Under, wrap, whoops, bring it back through, pinch the stitch, knit it. 4. Time to fast forward. All right, we have our 8 stitches on 1 DPN. Now we're gonna take another DPN and we're gonna knit through the front and back of each stitch. Don't worry about the tail. Don't worry about the loop, just ignore them. Okay, we have our 16 stitches. 16 divided by 4 is 4, so we are just going to, actually we'll do it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4. Now we can cinch that up by pulling the tail. You ready? It's so fun, fiddly, but fun. There, see that? Now that's still a little big. There we go. So there is our, whoop, there we go. We got a beautiful beginning to a hat, the all tucked in toque, and we're ready to go on our 4 DPNs. So I hope this tutorial worked for you, and happy knitting.